Okay, so is my screen visible to all?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so let me tell you what should be the approach in order to solve the competitive problems. Okay, competitive coding problems. Suppose I'm taking an example of neat code platform. Okay, so suppose on neat code, what you have to do, you have to click on this. Suppose this is array and hashing problem, array and hashing related problem. So just click on that. After that, what you have to do, just click one more time. Okay, just click one more time on this. Okay, and suppose I'm taking this to some problem. Okay, so this is what to some problem, right? And see, there are lots of problems are there. Okay, so if you will filter the difficulty, so you will see all the easy problems. See, these are all the easy problems and these are free. Freely you can solve these problems, and these are the medium, then after that hard will come. So don't go to the hard, don't go to the medium, just solve the easy problem. Suppose I have read this problem and I have seen this example, still I am not able to code this problem. Okay, I'm not getting clarity. So what is the approach? This is the approach I follow. Okay, I take help of the chat gpt. How? Just take this problem, just copy the text. Okay, so how you will approach this problem? So copy this text. Okay, till one example. Okay, I just select the text and I just copy the text. Now what I will do, I will open the chat gpt. I'll go to the chat GPT and I will not ask the solution. Many of the students, what they do, they just copy the question from the neat code or lead code and they ask the solution. See, solution you can get directly from here. Okay, you can get solution directly from here. Solutions are available, but understanding the solution is more important. Okay, so here you have to write one prompt. Okay, what prompt you will write? You will tell ChatGPT like you tell your parents. Okay, you have to tell your problem to the ChatGPT. So first write the prompt like this, like hey ChatGPT. Okay, I don't have good knowledge in programming and I want to solve a neat code easy problem. Okay, but the thing is I'm unable to understand the problem at all. Okay, so I'm talking to the chat gpt in negative way. Okay, like I'm telling all the negatives, like I don't know the programming, I am not able to understand the problem. Okay, so now tell to the chat gpt, kindly assist me with similar small task related to my problem in order to solve my actual lead code, I mean neat code problem. Okay, give me some small task before jumping to the actual solution. Okay, so this is the prompt I have written. Okay, it may be some grammatically mistake or something, but whatever, like I'm getting familiar to the chat gpt with myself, my condition. This is my condition, and now whatever text you copied from here, whatever text you copied from here till one example, just copy it and paste here. After writing this prompt, just paste here. Okay, so now see what chat gpt will do. So it is saying understanding the problem is the first step towards the solving. Okay, like that it is saying. So now it will give you task. It is giving first task. What is the first task? Understand array indexing. Okay, so it is giving you this basic solution. Can you understand this program? So if you are able to understand this program, so you can understand the second program as well. So loop through the array. How to loop through the array? How to access the each element of the array? So your big problem, this is a big problem. Chat gpt divided into smaller tasks, and whatever task is giving to the chat gpt, try to solve it without actually showing the solution. Okay, just go to the IDLE, go to your IDLE, and here try to complete the task given by the chat gpt. Okay, slowly you will redirect to the your actual problem. Okay, so here is the solution of your actual problem. Okay, but before giving the actual solution, it is it is giving you some task. Are you understanding the approach? Are you getting the approach?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this prompt I'm giving you in chat, I mean in chat section. So you can modify the prompt, okay, according to your need. But this is how we should communicate with ChatGPT or any generative AI tool in order to solve the problem. See, these easy problems are not actually easy. These problems are not actually easy, but you can take help of the chat gpt, and chat gpt will assist you with a small task, and you can solve the small task before solving the actual problem. Are you getting me what I'm trying to say? Okay, so like that you can do. Just take the easy problem, don't go to the medium and hard problems. So let's start our topic now. Okay, so we have to understand about the local variable. So what are the local variable? Local variable. Okay, so what are the local variables in Python? A variable created inside function. Okay, it's called local variable. Okay, for example, this how to create the function? Can anyone tell me?
Def
Def and function.
function.
Okay, so here I'm creating one variable, n is equals to 10. Okay, and 2 is equals to 20. So these are known as what we call them, local variable. Okay, local variable 1, and this is what, local variable 2. Okay, so I have written here, a variable created inside a function is called which variable? Local variable. Okay, this variable is used within function. Okay, so this variable we can use within the function. Which variable? Local variable. What are the local variable? N1 and N2. So if I will print N1 and if I will print N2, okay, and let me call the function. How to call the function? Just write the function name and parenthesis. This is known as calling function. So these local variables we can use inside the function. If I run the program, so it will show the output. What's the output it is showing? 10 and 20. Getting this much? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So can we use this variable outside the function? So for example, I am writing this print outside the function. If you are not following the indentation, means you are outside the function. These three statements are outside the function, and these two statements are inside the function. So what I have written here? This local variable is used within the function, means it cannot use outside the function. If you will try to use these variables, if you want to access these two variables outside the function, okay, so what it will do? It will give error. What error it is giving? Name error. Name n1 is not defined. Okay, but if you will go inside the function, means you can easily access these variables, right? Okay, but cannot accessed outside the function. Are you getting this definition clearly, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Write a program to add two numbers by creating local variable. Who can solve this problem? Who can solve this problem? Can anyone try to share the screen? Can anyone share the screen and write the code for this problem? Anyone who is connected with laptop? Sai Lakshmi?
Yes, sir. I'm connected with laptop only, but
Okay,
I might not know how to write the code.
you don't know. Okay,
I might not know like
okay, you
little.
can share the screen. Those who know can help you, and I am here also to help you. So just share the screen. Stop sharing the screen. Sabina, are you connected with laptop or are you on work?
I am at work as well on my mobile.
Sorry, could you please repeat once?
I am at work, but still I'm connecting with two devices, my
Oh,
PC and my mobile.
okay. No issue, no issue. Okay, Sai Lakshmi, please open the ideally.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mamta is there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mamta, please help Sai Lakshmi to write the program.
Okay, sir.
Okay, what program you have to write? I'm sending in chat. Okay, and you have to use function. You have to create function. The second one, the second one.
Def.
Sai Lakshmi, you can ask Mamta if you don't know the concept or any like issue if you have.
Yes, sir. So we can take any variables, right? Anyone. We need to give parameters in parentheses.
Okay, no, without parenthesis we can do because I'm not teaching here parenthesis. I'm teaching local variable. So don't ask parenthesis.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Okay, but you have to take input from the user.
Yes, sir. Enter any number. Enter the first number. You can type.
Right,
First
Akili?
number.
Yeah.
Enter the first number.
It's better if you will write the proper prompt for the user. Otherwise, user will confuse. User may confuse. Sai Lakshmi,
Right.
if it will be better if you will explain whatever you are writing. Okay, while writing, you need to explain also. Okay, don't write silently. Otherwise, you will
Okay.
understand, others will not understand. Okay,
Okay, sir.
yes,
So first we have defined a function with add numbers, and then we are initializing a and b, and the numbers should be given by user. So we are taking an input function as enter the first number and second number. After that, we have to add the numbers. For that, we have to write a code. And for adding, we can write like add is equals to a plus b. We can write like add is equals to a plus b,
right.
and here we can directly print a statement like the sum of two numbers are or e, and we have to take the add variable here, and that's it.
We should also write F in a
Yeah,
string.
yes, and string. And yes, I guess that's it. Should I run that?
Yeah, try to run. We are not getting
So,
any output.
should I take this out of the function?
Ask Mamta. Mamta will tell you.
I think we need to give return values. We need to add a return functions. Result is equal to add numbers num1 and num2. We
Okay,
need to
this
give,
is
right.
this is the function which will not take any input and it will not return anything. So you cannot return, you cannot take parameters.
Okay. We need to give. There is indent. We need to.
What we need to do?
Should I remove this indent? Yes, yes. Once you try that.
What it is saying? It is saying you cannot access the local variable from outside the function. See, how many local variables are there? Can you please tell me in program? How many local variables are there?
Two. Sir.
Two or three?
Local variable. Three. Three.
Add is
Yeah,
also a
add is
variable.
also a local variable.
So can you access local variable outside the function?
No. No.
So your print line is outside the function or inside the function?
Outside the function.
So is it error or it is error, no? Okay.
Yes, it is error.
But if you
But sir,
will,
even if it is inside the function, it is not printing anything.
yeah, that is the issue. That is the that
Because we didn't return anything.
no, no, the function
Uh,
cannot return anything. This is a function which will not return anything, which will not accept any inputs. Okay, parameters
Sir,
and
I
return.
think in bracket we should write
No, no,
like
no,
variable.
parenthesis we cannot use. So what we need to do?
Sir, I understood. I guess we have to call the function like this.
Yes, check the chat also.
There is no function. I guess.
Right, so there is no use of a function without calling it. So now it is working.
Yes, sir, it is working.
Okay, so this is how we can create local variables a, b and add. There are three local variables we have created inside the function. Okay, and we are calling this function. So that's it about this program. Very nice. Now you can stop sharing, Sai Lakshmi.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and one more note is there. Please try to remember one note. What is the note? So whenever we create the local variable, so the memory for the local variables is allocated when function is called. Okay, so if you will not call the function, the very like memory will not be allocated to the local variable. Okay, so the memory for the local variable is allocated when function is called. Okay, suppose if you will remove the calling statement. Okay, suppose if I'm not writing calling statement, so these variables are not taking any memory because memory is not allotted at the runtime. When we call the function, the memory will allocate it. Getting this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so deallocation and deallocation means deleting the memory of the variable. Deallocation is done after execution of the function. Okay, so once your function will execute, okay, once your function is executed completely after this call, so whatever memory reserved by n1 and n2, it will release automatically after calling, right? Okay, more than one function can have local variable with some name, right? For example, I'm creating here one function fun1. Okay, and it has one local variable called x. What we call it? Local variable, right? And if we will print this local variable inside the function, it will print. Okay, so x means it will print here value of x from fun1. Okay, and after that I'm creating another function which is fun2, and here I'm creating another variable x is equals to 200. This is also a local variable. Okay, if I will print this using f string x, okay, from 1 to, right? So if I call here fun1 and fun2 and fun3, so these are known as calling functions. Okay, so when you call the fun1, so the memory allocated for x for the function 1. Okay, when you call the function 2, so the whatever the memory is created by x, okay, it will be deallocated, it will be deleted. Now x will create it again for function 2 and it will store 200. Okay, once once the call is completed of function 2, it will call function 3. Okay, not function 3, function 3 is not there. Let's suppose function 1 it is calling. Okay, so now this memory will destroy and it will create a memory for this x of the local variable. Okay, so this is the internal process I am telling you. But what will be the output? What will be the output here? It will print 100 from fun1. What will be the output of this? The output will be 200 from fun2. What will be the output here? 100 from fun1. Okay, this will be the output. So let's check. So we are getting this output. Are you getting this?
Yes, sir. Ashu.
Okay, after that we have another concept. We have global variables. Okay, global variable. So global variable means which are available for all function. Okay, which are available for all. A variable created outside function is called global variable. Okay, it's called global variable. How to create global variable? Let's see. Okay, so for example, I'm creating here one function def. Okay, and function name is suppose add. Right, if we are creating a function inside this, so this is known as local variable. Okay, and if we are creating a variable outside the function, this is known as what we call it?
Global.
Global variable. Very good. This is known as global variable. So this is how we can create global variable and local variable, right? And this num1 we can access within the function only, but this global num2 we can access anywhere in the program, right? Okay, so global variables are created to share data between, okay, more than one function. Okay, so global variable can share the data between more than one function. How it can share? Okay, so here I have created num1 and here I have created num2. Okay, so both are what? Global. Both are global variable. And here I am creating one function, so I don't need to create local variable. I will just add these two numbers. Okay, I will write here sum of num1 and num2 is what? Num1 plus num2. Okay, so I don't need to create any local variable, and here I will write subtraction. Okay, so print f string difference of num1 and num2 is what? Num1 minus num2. Okay, so this global variable we can access here also, and we can access here also. Okay, so what we need to do now? Calling function. How to call the function? Just write the function name, and another function you can call like this. Okay, so it is giving what? Sum of 120 is what? 120. Difference of 120 is what? 80. So this is how we can access global variable. These are known as global variable, right? Okay, let's see one more example. Global, local, global. Okay, so here we will create global variable as well as local variable. So I am writing here x is equals to 100. So x is what? Global variable, right? And here I am creating one function, fun1. Okay, I am creating y is 200. So this is what? Local variable. Okay, so can I access global variable here?
Yes, sir.
Right, so global variable, what is the global variable name? X. Can I access a local variable within the same function?
Yes.
Local variable y. Okay, I'm creating another function which is fun2, right? And here I'm creating one local variable called z, which is 300. This is also a local variable. And I'm creating another variable which is x, which is 500. So we can say this is what? Local variable. Okay, now can I print local variables? Okay, so I'm writing here what I'm writing. Let me write here local variable. Okay, I'm going to print local variable which is z. Okay, I want to print here x. I want to print here x, but the problem is x is local as well, x is global as well. So which x value will print here? Will it print 500 or will it print 100? Because x we have as a global and local both. So what it will print? Can anyone tell me which x value it will print?
100.
Why 100?
We can access global variable. It means we can access, no, sir. Both inside and outside.
Okay, so see, uh, okay, for example, in your home, if food is available, then you will not go outside to eat the food, right? So in our home food is already available, which is x. So we will not go outside to take food, so we will take food from home only. But sometime we escape the home food. Okay, but in this case we will take home food only. Okay, so it will print what? X value. From the local x value it will print local x value. Suppose if there is no food in home, there is no x value, there is no local x, then it will look for the global. But if something is there in-house, so it will use in-house thing. So this value will be local variable. It will print local variable. Okay, so can anyone tell me what value it will print? This x, what it will print? It will print 100. The second one, 200. What about this?
300.
300 and 500. Yes.
500.
Now what we have to do? What is the last step? What we need to do? We need to call the function. Calling function, because without calling there is no use to create the function. Okay, function 1 and function 2, right? So let's check the output. So what it is printing? It is printing global variable which is 100, and apart from this global 100, it is printing everywhere local variable as we have written. Are you getting this, everyone?
Understood, sir.
Okay, very nice. Okay, so there is one note for you. What is the note? Note is global variables can be accessed within function. Okay, within function directly, right? But cannot modify or update directly. Okay, so what does that mean? Global variable can be accessed within the function, okay, directly, but you cannot modify and update the global variable. Here what we did, we tried to update the local variable. Okay, I mean, here is global variable which is x. Here what I tried to reassign a new value to x, but it won't be modify, it won't modify the x value. Okay, suppose if I will print here x, okay, original x value, what it will print? Will it print modified value or the original value? It will print the original value. What is the original value of x? 100. What is the modified value of x? 500. So will it print modified or original? Tell me what it will print.
Original.
It should print 100 here, because once this variable is created with updated value, it will be vanish out after this function call. So what will remain? The global variable will remain, right? So it will print global variable value which is original value. So original value it is printing which is 100. This is what modified value of x. Okay, getting this concept? Okay, now we have after this we have global keyword. Okay, so what is global keywords? Let's understand. Global keyword is used to access and modify global variables within function. Okay, so here we have tried to modify the original x value by assigning 500. Okay, so it has modified within the function, but outside the function it is not modified. it is printing originally. Okay, so if you want to modify the x value, global x value within the function from inside the function, then what you can do, you can use global keyword. Okay, within global keyword. Okay, within global keyword, a function can access global variables but cannot modify or update. Okay, so within global keyword, within okay, so within global keyword, a function can access global variable but cannot modify or update. Okay, what does it mean? Let's try to understand it with example. Global keyword. Okay, so for example, I'm creating a variable which is a is equals to 100. So this is what variable? Global variable. Okay, and here I'm creating one function which is fun1. Okay, and I want to print here a value. So what it will print? It will print original a value which is 100. Okay, and after that I'm creating one more function, function2. Okay, and here I'm using global keyword. Okay, I'm using global keyword and I'm writing here a. So here a is what? This a is what? Okay, global a. So this is what? Global a. This a and this a, we can say both are the same. Okay, and if I will modify a value to 500 and if I will print it, okay, so if I will print here a, so what will happen? If I call function1, so it will print here what? 100, and here it will print, okay,
500.
no, it will not print because function2 we are not calling, we are calling function2. Okay, and again we are calling function1. Okay, now try to understand. For the function1 it will print 100, for the function2 it will print what? 500 as we have written. For the function1, for the function1 now, function1 means a value, so a global value is what? 100, but now this time it will not print 100. Why? Because we modified the global a value, okay, with the help of global keyword. Are you getting? So when you call the function1 now, so it will not print 100 anymore. For the function1 it will call, it will print 500 because after calling function2 a value modified. So let me execute it. So it is printing 100, 500 and 500 for the function1 as well. Function, okay, suppose if I delete the function2, so here also it will print 100. For function2 it will also print 100 because we didn't modify a value. Why? Because we didn't call function2, value is same. Okay, so whenever we call the function2 means we are modifying the a value by global keyword. So if I will print here a value, so what it will print? Will it print modified value or original value? Tell me what it will print. Anyone? What will it print?
Sir, I still did not understood the use of writing global A in function 2.
Okay, so you will understand. Don't worry. If I remove the global here, okay, let me tell you. Let me delete this. A value is what? 500. What we are doing? We are changing a value here from the function 1, right? And I'm calling here function 1 and I'm printing a value. Can you tell me with function 1 what it will print? When we call the function 1, so which value it will print? Function 1,
500.
it will print 500. What value it will print? What value it will print?
500.
100.
It will not print 500, it will print 100 only, because we cannot modify the global variable value as a local variable. This is what local variable we have created. Local variable cannot modify or update the global value. Okay, global variable value. Are you getting it? This much. So one time it will print 500 and second time it will print 100. It is printing original value. It is printing modified value and original value. Right? What I'm trying to say, function 1 cannot modify the original a value. What is the original a value? 100. Okay, but it has modified inside the function. So for this print, the a value will be 500. But for this print, a value will be remain same, right? So I want to modify the a value within the function. So what I will do, I will tell this to the function. I want to access which function, which variable? Global variable a, and modify global variable a. So a, the global a value is modified with 500. So here it will print 500. Means when we call function 1, it will print 500. And as our a value modified, so here it will not print 100, it will print 500. Why? Because it has modified the global variable. So it is printing 500 and 500. Are you getting this? Is it clear now?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, I'm creating another function which is def fun2. Okay, I'm again trying to modify a value with 900 or 9000 or 990,000. I will print a. So for function 1, it will print 500. Can you please tell me for function 2 what it will print? For function
90,000.
2, what it will print? A value is what? 90,000 for function 2. So when we call function 2, will it print 90,000 or not?
Yes.
Right? It is printing 90,000. But what it will print? What print will print?
100. 100.
Will it print 100 or it will print 500?
500.
It will print 500. Why? Because here we are modifying the a value. Suppose if I am not writing global, suppose I am removing global from here. So here what it will print? It will print 500 and it will print 90,000, and not a function 1 is modifying the original value, not the function 2 modifying the original value. So if original
Once
value
again,
not,
can you explain?
yes. So what I'm trying to say, function 1 is not modifying global value and function 2 is also not modifying the global value. So for function 1, it will print a value which is 500, and for function 2 it will print a value which is 90,000. But for print, because none of the function modified the a value. Function a didn't modify a value, function 2 didn't modify the a value. So means after calling function 1 and function 2, a value will be same. Here a value will be 100. So 500 and 90,000 and 100. But what I want, when someone call function 2, a value modified automatically. Whenever we call the function 2, a value will be modified. So I will write here global a. If you will write global a, so now you have access of this variable. Okay, so now you have access of this variable and you are modifying the global variable. Okay, so suppose if I'm not calling function 2, I'm not calling function 2, so when I call function 1, so what it will print? 500. And what it will print? Here it will print 100 only. 500 and 100. So this print is printing original value or not? Tell me. Is it printing original value or not?
Yes, it will print original value.
Suppose if I call the function 2, if I call the function 2, so function 2 a value is what? 90,000. Okay, so for function 2 it is printing what? 90,000. So what it will print here? A value will be same, a value will be same as 100, or a value will be modified.
Modified.
Okay, so a value will be modified, it will be replaced by 90,000. Okay, why? Because we are using global, we are modifying the global a value from the function 2. So both places it is showing 90,000. Okay, so if I call the function 1, okay, for example, if I call function 1, so what it will print here? We called function 500. What it will print? It will print 500. What? It will
500.
print 500. Why? Because if a is available, so see function 2 modified the global variable which is a. Okay, function 2 modified a value by 90,000. Okay, but this function 1 accessing the local variable or global variable? This function 1 is accessing local variable.
Local variable.
And what's the local variable value? 500. So it will print 500. Right? So what will be the output? 90,000, 500 and 90,000. 90,000, 500 and 90,000 it is printing. Getting this concept?
Sir,
Yes.
now in function 2 we gave global a and a is equals to 90,000, right? So this a will be local variable or global variable?
You tell me, is it a global variable or local variable?
I thought it is global.
Okay, so it will be global because we are identifying, don't create another a variable, just access the global variable and modify the global variable. Okay, if it will be the local variable, then here it will print here it if it will it is the local variable, it cannot modify the global variable. If a is a global local variable, a cannot modify the a value, global a value. Here a is what? Local variable, so that's the reason it didn't modify the global a variable. Getting this? Okay, so I'm giving you one homework or assignment based on this concept. So what's the assignment? The assignment is write a function which will read data. Okay, okay, not like this. Write a function to calculate area of triangle. Okay, okay, what is the hints? Hint is what? Create a read function. Create a read function to read a and okay, create a read function to read base and height. Okay, so you will create a function which will read base and height. Base and height should be global variable. Okay, base and height, you have to create two variables, base and height, which should be global. Okay, and initialize them with 0.0. Okay, now next what you have to do, create a find area function to calculate area of triangle. Inside find area function, create a local variable which is area. Okay, and write the calculation, height into base into 0.5. Okay, so this is the formula to calculate area. Okay, so area should be local, height should be global, and base should be global. Okay, these two are global variable, so we can access this height and base from the find area function, and we can access height and base from where, from read function. Okay, that's why we need to create two global variable. Okay, getting this? Take the screenshot and send in the group as well. Done?
Can you please copy and paste it on in the chat, please?
Okay,
Thank you.
okay, so you can see in chat. All right, so that's all for today, guys. Does anyone have any question? Okay, most welcome. Okay, so I think we should stop the class here. All right, so everyone please complete this assignment and try to submit this assignment on the comment section of this video, right? So if you will submit this assignment in the comment section, YouTube comment section of this video, I will be really happy. I will appreciate that comment. All right, so thank you everyone for joining the class. Bye everyone, good night.
Thank you, sir.
All right, bye guys.